Welcome to the Gaming Corner. As Nick said, he's playing Breath of the Wild. I'm still finishing Skyrim. I'm very proud of myself to be keeping up with it. Every single day I check the Steam store to find a new game, but...
Do you really?
Every single day, honestly. It's like an impulse thing. Just let me just see. Maybe there's a special or something. Maybe I'll find something I like. You never know. But instead I play Skyrim. I'll add a couple mods to it if I feel like spicing it up.
I bet you, because you're officially done smoking pretty much like today.
Yep.
I bet you throughout the next weekend that you'll get better at not looking at it and continue focusing on what you want to do. And
I guess we'll see. I can't really tell if when I smoke if I get more focused or less focused, because essentially what would happen, and I'm glad that it hasn't negatively affected me now that I've stopped, is when I smoke, I'll get so involved in the game that I'll do every tiny little thing and try to be as immersed as possible, and I'll make 0.2% progress into the actual game.
And then you look at that and you're like, there's no way I'm going to beat this game.
And then I just stop and find a new one and do the same thing for that.
Yeah. Well, now that you're not smoking, you probably will do things that you enjoy, but also you'll be like, all right, motherfucker, you got to stay on the task to get some shit going on.
Right. I'm staying focused. I'm doing the big things that I want to accomplish. I've started as a vampire hunter, something that's different from your normal start, which is because you don't know, you haven't played Skyrim.
You briefly told me
a little bit. You're supposed to start as a dragonborn and you're fighting these dragons, but I'm kind of circumventing all that.
So you start off as a Targaryen pretty much?
Kind of, yeah. Pretty much. And I
way to copy Game of Thrones.
I thought about creating Rhaegar Targaryen as my character, but instead I decided to make myself.
You mean you want to create Jon Snow?
No, Rhaegar Targaryen.
Why do you want to be him? Why don't you be Jon Snow?
Rhaegar's cooler.
No, he's not.
Aegon Targaryen is literally never said. Jon Snow's a fake Targaryen. Tell me I'm wrong.
How is he fake? He's literally a blood Targaryen.
He never even says his own name. Not
so
once.
That makes him fake?
Yeah, he doesn't embrace it.
He's just not proud of it.
He's a Stark.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Did you know that house is called Tarstark?
There's a Tarstark house
now? Tarstark, yeah. They have a wolf and a dragon symbol. It's cool.
I know that.
Anyways, where was I at? So I'm playing now. I'm more focused. Without the weed, I'm still doing,
some side stuff.
Some side stuff.
You gotta do some stuff.
Yeah, yesterday I got in a fight with a giant and his pet mammoth. Meanwhile, what's it called? I wrote it down. It was very specific. A needleback dragon flew by and started fighting the giant and mammoth.
You?
What?
It helped you?
They were both trying to kill me, but I moved them together so they would start killing each other, and I just took a step back. I have a vampire follower, despite being a vampire hunter. I'm thinking I'm role playing as Blade here.
I was gonna say.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds, by the way. He's making a couple appearances.
Wesley Snipes.
Ryan Reynolds is in the third one.
I know about Wesley Snipes, dude. Blade.
Yeah, I know who Blade is.
You pay your taxes.
I'm pretty much the white Blade in this game. So I've technically still not made that much progress in the main story, the whole dragon bit, but this Dawnguard, this vampire hunter thing, is something that I want to finish anyway, so just starting to get that out of the way now, making some good progress there. And I'm pretty happy that without weed, I'm still enjoying it and still keeping up with it, and I'm just glad that you're enjoying Breath of the Wild with the same issue.
Fuck out of it, dude.
Possibly enjoying it more.
It's must be
actually accomplishing shit.
It's my most enjoyable game I've played in a while. I played it I've been feeling to play it. I'm gonna work my ass off all week and
then play 3 hours of Zelda.
I'm gonna earn some time to play the game.
And then I would come home and be like, so what's up? And you're like, I didn't play any Zelda at all.
Well, I don't enjoy games unless I feel like I earn them, because if I don't, the whole time in my head, I'm like, I'm not enjoying it because I think of all the shit I should be doing.
Yeah.
And it's just not as fun. So after I do everything I feel like I should be doing and I feel like I earned the time, then I enjoy the fuck out of it. And that's pretty much what I did with Zelda. I wanted to play it a lot on Saturday, but I had to get shit ready for the gang coming over, and I had to do some yard work. Yeah. And which I was happy I did it. And then afterwards, I played it Sunday. So I was good. And Breath of the Wild is I'm sure you guys, if you don't know, it's way different than the regular Zelda games in the sense that it's a way more open world.
It's wide open.
And there's a lot more things you can do opposed to just getting heart containers and skeletas and the temples.
The RPG mechanics are way more fleshed out.
Right. They've definitely put a lot more detail in this game. And one thing I kind of bummed me out was I was told that there's not temples in this game. And I was like, damn, that kind of ruins the whole game for me, because temples are some of the funnest parts.
But it's replaced with a lot of other shit.
Right. So I was like, I'm still going to give it a chance. I'm still going to play it. And I started playing it, and it's still amazing.
I'm pretty sure you're going the wrong way story-wise.
But what like Dalton was saying with Skyrim, he kept getting sidetracked by everything and getting no progress done. I feel like I was doing the same shit with Zelda, because there's so many new things. And I'm like, oh, there's these little mini, like, you fight these little fucking lizard-looking motherfuckers, and you get their treasure, and...
They're everywhere.
Yeah, that shit is everywhere. And I just kept doing that, and I feel like I wasn't making any progress on the main quest. So, like, yesterday, I was like, I'm going to start focusing on the main quest. So I was doing a lot of the shit for the main quest. I found the fucking... Sorry. Found, like, the Great Fairy Fountain, and upgraded my armor, and got to the part where, like, the only main missions for the main quest was defeating Ganon, obviously, which you can't do yet. Finding the Guardians, and finding, like, all the 12 locations on the map. You don't even know this part yet, but basically, you've gotten to Kakariko Village.
Yep.
And then she tells you to go visit somebody else.
Yep.
And you see me visit the other person. And remember how I had to get the blue flame?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do with the blue flame. I figured it out. And after you get the blue flame, she upgrades your Sheikah slate. And she pretty much gives you an upgrade where you take pictures. And it shows you old pictures that you had built in your phone of shit you took, or you or Zelda took like 100 years ago. It's trying to like refresh your memory.
Yeah.
So part of that is like you got to go find all those locations. And then take pictures. I haven't done it yet, but I'm assuming you either like get like a flashback or there's somebody there that will give you more details. And she's like, okay, go talk to Impa again. Then I'm back to Kakariko Village. That's when I found the Great Fairy. Like did a little bit of shit there, upgraded my shit, and she talked to her, and she's like, okay, find the pictures, find one of them, come back to me, and I'll give you an upgrade. So that's kind of like where I'm at for the main quest. That and the Guardians. And I was like, okay, for the maps, it's not telling me where to go. It's just saying, basically, I got to look at them and kind of judge where to go.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who tells you about the Great Fairy Fountain in Kakariko Village, he gives you a location of one of them. So I do have that location. I have to talk to him again to figure out where it's at.
I gotcha.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go to one of the Guardians.
See what happens.
And I had no idea how far ahead of the game where is for the Guardians.
You're fighting some strong enemies. You got like 6 hearts and they're one banging you.
Yeah, every single time I'm getting one hit. And it's fun in the sense that when I do kill those people, I'm getting weapons that are like so strong. Like I'm used to like the weapons and it has like the number of how strong they are.
Like 15 or something.
Like 15 is really good. Like every once in a while I'll get like a 20. I'm like, woo! But like everything I fucking kill now is like 36, 24. Jesus. And these are just like easy people. Like ideally they're supposed to be easy people.
Right,
for me,
little minions.
Hard as fuck. I gotta pull out the stops. I gotta get my bomb arrows. I gotta plan ahead, throw bombs where their explosions are. I gotta freeze them. And I'm dying a lot, but I eventually found a big ass tower for where the Guardians are, and the big ass tower is once you climb them, it like unlocks that part of the map for you, kind of like in the Spider-Man game where you find the.
Oh no, that's a huge genre, dude. Far Cry has that, Assassin's Creed has that, the towers situation.
I didn't know.
It's a big thing.
So I unlocked one of the towers for where one of the Guardians are, and I was debating on like fast traveling back to where I'm supposed to be, and just slowly making my way down there and like finding the maps and getting more hearts and doing more of those. What are they called? Shrines. And but then you convinced me like we're already so close. Let's just go to the fucking Guardian.
Let's go do it.
So I started getting super close. I got very fucking close to the Guardian, and I got one banged again. And every time I get one banged, it doesn't save where I'm at, so it saves me where I'm at the fucking tower.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I am gonna go find the Guardian, but let's do some work first. Then like do the podcast and all that. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I have 5 hearts, and I'm gonna go see where one of the Guardians are. I don't know if you have to talk to them. I don't know if you have to fight them. If I have to fight them, I'm just gonna be like, all right, I know where it's at now.
The goal is to release them, right? Release the Guardians. They're like imprisoned or something.
Yeah. So obviously you gotta.
There's
fight
gonna be
something.
some kind of watch guard or something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see what it is, figure that out, and then continue to play the regular. I guess their story now is. I gotta look at the maps, figure out where those camera things are.
Yeah. Also,
while I'm there, just running along, getting more shrines so I can get more health and better stamina, because I am lacking stamina.
Stamina.
Cordelia style, big time. And I have so many things that I've harvested, food, items, little things to make elixirs.
Inventory is full.
Yeah, it's extremely full, and I have not put the time or the effort into either looking up, which I kind of don't want to look shit up in the game. I want to experience it myself. And I haven't put the time into like creating stuff to like help me in my journey.
Fuck around with that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my next portion.
I'm sure that's a whole like optional thing. I doubt you can like get stopped by the game because you're not making the right food meals or something.
But it would definitely help. Like there's certain bosses, or not bosses, but there's certain monsters that have like electric, and I got like certain herbs, and if you read them and it's like if you create something with this, it'll make you immune to electric damage,
right? And
things like that. Like I should be
help out.
I should be on top of that shit.
It's been very surprising me watching that game how little it holds your hand considering Zelda's supposed to be like
Zelda's a hard game, dude.
It's not a kid game or anything by any stretch of the word, but it is for that kind of audience.
Right.
So to play it like that, I'm very surprised because Skyrim, like, you have a giant ass indicator saying exactly where you need to go, like over the door that you need to walk through.
Like
but,
all the time.
Yeah. But Zelda is just like in this area
and
find what you're supposed to. If you die, figure out how to beat it.
That's how Zelda has always been.
It's pretty crazy.
And
to
like
me.
I've put in like how I was saying with kids, all they have to do is just whatever they're passionate about, and they put hours and hours in.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, I put thousands of hours in, and it was like just like back in the day, like stupid shit, like not following the main story at all, just exploring and finding new things, and like you eventually figure out how to do it. And it's like they just kind of like let you go, like, oh, go ahead, little guy, figure it out on your own.
I guess even back then I would look up like walkthroughs and stuff, try to find hints. So
I never did, but I did get beat by Majora's Mask. Like I could not figure that game out for nothing. And it was like back when I first started playing it, the moon was kind of scary to me. And it was like more of a dark game, so I stopped. I was like, stop playing it. But eventually, I like watched a walkthrough of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I gotta play that game eventually.
But you're just not
yet. Breath of the Wild's priority.
I'm trying to think if I had any experiences like that where it was like challenged to a point where I just had to stop. I can't really think about it like that. I don't even know. No. Eventually, I started cheating. I'm not gonna lie, because I play on PC and there's like literal like programs that'll hack into the game, add 1,000 credits or whatever, what a currency, make you super powered up.
The only game I really cheated was like Grand Theft Auto games. Like,
oh yeah, you have to though.
All the rest of them, I pretty much did. Like the ones that I beat, I did legit. But I did.